Are you finding it hard to click that button whenever you see your setup appears on your chart? Do you have fear in your heart whenever you sit down next to your chart, watching your setup form, knowing full well that you're not going to have the heart to click that button? Are you missing trades and regretting it later, watching it go exactly as you planned just because you don't have the heart to click that button? Journaling is the way out. Yes, you heard me right. Journaling. It's the only way out, okay? It's a powerful tool. It looks easy but difficult to carry out, mostly because of emotions. For me, as an example, I always battle with this in the past because I notice I only journal my trades when I'm in a happy mood, and when I'm in a sad mood, that means maybe when I'm losing a trade, I usually tend not to journal it because I'm always angry and I feel like breaking something. So this year, I took it upon myself as a challenge to journal at least 80% of my trades. Yes, 80%, because I think you can't actually journal 100% of your trades because life will always happen. One thing or the other will make you to miss out on journaling maybe one trade or the other, and that's it. And besides, I only take 1 or 2 trades in a week, so that shouldn't be that difficult for me to journal that trade since I don't take so many trades or more. But still easy. Why? Because you still have emotions of losing trades and winning trades, okay? But still, that didn't stop me. I still stick to that plan, and so far I'm able to journal at least 80 to 90% of my trades, which you're going to see as we go on. And guess what, guys? That's changed the game for me. It changed exactly how I think. It changed exactly how I see the market. It changed exactly how I perceive money. It makes me understand that yes, truly money is just a number game, okay? And in forex trading, all you need is numbers. You don't need any emotions or anything attached to your trading. All you just need is numbers. How can you add up numbers to improve rather than decrease your capital? So let me show you my own idea of how I journal, and maybe that will help you in your own way to be able to try to journal your own trade and improve your strategy and improve your mindset when it comes to trading. So let's go, guys. I will walk you through my journal on the trade I took this week that gave me 2% in profit. Yes, I mostly take like 1 to 2 trades per week. If it's actually a good week, 3 at most. So let's dive into my journal. Okay, yeah, so this is my journal, and I'm going to walk you through a little on how my journal is. These are my trading strategies, right? But we're not here to talk about that. So this is my forecast and journal. Now this is my journal for 2025. So I can say that 2025, my journaling actually opened my eyes to a whole lot of things, opened my eyes to what I can actually achieve as a trader. Do you understand? And 2025 has been the year I have completely journal my trade, like 80% of it completely. I usually don't back in the years. Do you understand? Because most of the times I work with my emotions, and even up to now I still battle with it, but it has reduced because I'm more believing in the number games than just trying to make money out of the market. Do you understand? So that has helped me a lot. Now if I could walk you through a little on how it has been so far for this year, you can see on January there was no trade. On February, which is a beautiful month, I had plus 6.4%. So I won't be actually going through. I would have loved to, though. But I won't be going through into all those because it will take a lot of time. Now you can even see it's taking a lot of time to load up. And these are my entries here. This is the entry and all those things. So I won't be going deep into all those parts to keep it simple and to save time, okay? But I can talk about the most beautiful month, which is this month right here, that on June, when I got plus 7.7%. That's the biggest month for me for this year so far. Though the year has not ended yet, but so far that's been the biggest month for me. Then on May I had 1.4%. July I had 0.6. You can say I didn't really make money on July. I think I was having losses if I go into that month. You can see -1, -2, no trade, +2. I was able to get something back. So that month was actually a crazy month. I know I learned a lot in that month, which at the end of the year I review on my month, go to my worst month, go to my best months, review everything, remind myself on why I lost those trades, remind myself on why I won those trades, the things that were surrounding the analysis and everything, if there's fundamental and all those things. So let's move on. On August, I made positive 3.6%, also a beautiful month. And on September, I made 2.6%. So currently on October, which is the month that we're currently in, the first week already I made this one I'm saying that I made this 0.1%. At least I didn't, it was not a loss, so it's also a win for me. Okay, so currently the month that I want to talk about is this week that's just passed right now, the trade that I took, which gave me about 2%. Is the only trade I took this week. So I usually take 1 to 2 trades per week, at most 3 trades per week. Do you understand? So it was on Wednesday. The trade was on Wednesday. The general bias was bullish, so I always mark my general. I want to understand now, if I'm talking about bias, which you understand as we go further, I will talk about how I break down my own bias. So I have a general bias and I have a daily bias. There are 2 different kind of bias. So the general bias of the week and everything can be a bullish bias, but a daily time frame can be giving you a bearish bias, which might just be a retracement for the week and all those things. So these are the things that I try to understand before I go into taking my trades. And which session did I take the trade? New York session, AM session, which is my best time frame. I usually don't take London session trades anymore for now. For now, I don't take London session trades anymore. And I think based on that, I missed a trade because this is Wednesday, and I missed a trade on on Friday, because I don't trade on Thursday, I believe. Thursday or Friday, we'll see it, because I don't trade in London session. So the setup came on London session, but I don't trade London session, at least for now. It was a sell position. The date, October 8th, 2025 at 3:35 a.m. Do you understand? Can you imagine? This trade is a London session trade. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, this is it. It's a New York session trade. So why did I not write 3? Oh, maybe I'm writing and I'm putting in Nigerian time in there. Maybe that's why. I'm supposed to put in New York time there. So it's supposed to be at least 9 something a.m. New York time. Okay, let's go, Sha. The face of the market. So actually, my own strategy, I try to understand the face of the market, because I understand the market moves in some certain ways. It's either the market is hunting liquidity, it's either is rebalancing inefficiency, trying to rebalance fair value gaps and all that, or rebalancing into equilibrium. That means if we've made a premium to discount push, then price always try to rebalance into equilibrium. That can give me an idea to actually follow the markets into rebalancing or is price generating liquidity, which is what the face of the market currently on Friday before it closes. For me, I can say it's generating liquidity. If I go back into the chart and I look at how Friday closed, now this was, if I go to 4-hour time frame and I see this sweep right here, price swept this liquidity, inverted this fair value gap. We have this other block, so the trend has not changed yet, but it can change later. If we're trading above here, then the trend has changed. But if we cannot break above here and we're still respecting it, that means we're still going to be maybe respecting a down push. Then I'll be looking for a downtrend from there. But currently, right now, based on the fact that what price is currently doing, for me, I can say, if I go to lower time frame from 1-hour time frame, right, or even 15-minute time frame, the way price took out this liquidity, break this high, also break this high by taking out liquidity and break this fair value gap here, forming this low here. To confirm that price is generating liquidity now, right, I want to see price leave this and close above here. Once you leave that and close, I can say, okay, this is generating liquidity. And for what is going to happen for the next week, I can say, okay, when price starts for the next week, I want to see it go up here into this daily order block. Then use that as a PDRA and a power of 3. then pull down. Oh, I'm going too fast. All right, so what else? Stop size, I didn't take that note. It was a profit trade. So what kind of trade did I take? I want to know if is it a continuation trade or a reversal trade. So the trade was a reversal trade. Okay, the trade that I took was a reversal trade from here, because you can see there's a trend that was going up, and normally what I usually do, London can start a trend and New York can give the continuation, but London didn't really start a trend, so I can't really say that is a continuation trade, so I can call that a reversal trade. And I entered on the first try, on the first phase of the market. What else? So you can see right here, I entered on the first phase of the market, and I always like taking those notes down. So this is the daily, the 4 hour when price came into the fair value gap, and also there was a previous low that was there. So all those things was the confluence for me to sell. And New York session, I placed the trade and I sent it to the group. So when it gets to 1 to 2, I was actually aiming, I wanted to see price go down to this point here, but I always try to take something from the market, especially when the market has shown me pepper for a while. Like this few previous time, when I'm trying to hold trade too long, price comes back and take me out of the market. I think it happens last week. I said I was going to talk about relate this into last week. Now let's look at that last week and see what I was talking about last week. Which is this right here. So you can see that's also the only trade I took for that week. You can see I was even angry, I didn't even write anything down. That's one thing about me. Once I'm angry like this, I'll just leave there. Now this is the trade that I took last week. I sent it to the group as well. So I took a sell from here, price went down into my profits, and guess what, it came back up. I was in loss. Then when it came back out on this little candlestick, immediately, because of this fair value gap there, I closed the trade immediately from here with a little profit. Do you understand? Which gave me about 0.7 overall right here. And even when all these things happen and it has messed up with my psychology, on the second day it started coming down again. No, okay, this was New York session. Second day it came down. This is the same trade. I put the picture down. I wanted to see myself that okay, I think I held this trade, this is what would have happened the second day. But I don't want to be like that, because my rule was to close my trade for the day. Do you understand? Close my trade for the day and all that. So that is what happened last week, and I actually wanted to relate that trade to this video, right? So let's go back into the trading journal of what I was talking about in this particular trade. All right, so that was how I was able to get this trade, right? And right here, I also almost made a mistake here, trying to quickly enter another trade, but thank God I actually didn't take that trade. And after all that, I always have a review of how the trade goes. This is like observation and comment. No much observation. It was a clean setup and no stress. I'm proud of my analysis. Any better way to take this trade, I took it the best way possible that aligned with my strategy. What happened during and after this trade? So I was kind of aiming for the full push. Yes, I was aiming for this full push. I changed my mind because price always messes with my psychology when I hold too long. Yes, that was the last trade I just talked about last week. Our price messed up with my psychology, so that's why I closed that trade. And what else? What did I learn from this trade? I learned that the best way to move forward without stress of the mind is taking profit at 1 to 2 risk to reward. That is one thing I learned. And also, at least I used that to pass my phase 1. Like my phase 1 400 challenge was actually like crazy, right? If I could go to my 400 challenge, this challenge has been crazy actually. Do you understand? I'm going to talk about it once I passed it. Yes, I was in a drawdown after I passed the phase 1. And I came back up, then I'm now in profit. So I'm almost there, but I paused for a while because of my KYC verification. I don't want to pass it then there, because they said you need like 1 month to be able to clear your KYC and all those things, but I'm working on that. All right, so let's go. And
for the trade, actually, if I'm looking at the market, why I was actually looking for a buy, because when the price started, you can see this is Monday. You see this is Monday started here. This is Monday. When price started, it just started dumping down. So I was looking this to see, okay, maybe this was on Wednesday. I told that trade on Wednesday. I wanted to see this trade to be okay. Let this be the low of the week. Okay, well, let's Wednesday be the low of the week. But that is the behavior of the market usually. What really happens usually most of the time in the market. But I learned to understand that the price action is the overall strength of what price will do. So even if price usually do that in most cases, if there's no confirmation that price is actually doing that or wants to do that, then you have no business trying to put yourself in that position to try to trade that behavior. Do you understand? So I was expecting this low to be the low of the week, even after this sweep, to break up and start going back up for Thursday and Friday, but price was displaced back the next day. You can see right here. So there's no sign for price going back up. Even this displacement, I think I even missed a trade on this London session, just because I don't take London session trade. If you can see that trade right here, I was supposed to take a trade here on this candle. This would have been my entry, because I remembered, yeah, that would have been my entry. My stop loss should have been at least above this high, this 4-hour new fair value gap. This is a sweep. This is a sweep right here, a displacement right here. Then I should have targeted this low here. Where's the low? This low right here. We'll go back. Yep. Yeah, all this liquidity. Price will not show me because I'm not subscribed to that. This liquidity right here. So, but I was not in the trade, and so for this week, what I'll be looking out for is once the price starts on Monday, I would like to see something like this. Monday do this, Monday sweep this low and start going up, right? Then even Tuesday continue into this high here. Tuesday cannot give me maybe the high of the week. Tuesday or Wednesday give me the high of the week. Then Thursday, I want to trade back into the weekly open. So the weekly open will now be somewhere around here. Let's see, somewhere around here. So it will not be like the power of 3. Do you understand? So that's how I actually trade most of the time. So I'll be watching out for that. Okay, guys. Thank you for your time and here and again. Yeah, I know there are people who like seeing proof of everything in life, so I'll just actually do this, but I won't always do this. Okay, so it's either you believe or you don't believe. The most important thing is the moves that I'm actually showing you. Is it actually work? Like, did it go exactly the way I said it will go? So whether I take the trade or I don't take the trade shouldn't actually be your business, because if you're trying to improve yourself, that's not what you should be focusing your mind, your attention into. Me, I never focus my attention into all those things. Most of the things that I focus my attention into is accuracy and if what I'm seeing is actually working, because I go to backtest my own thing, forward test my own shit to actually see if they actually work. So this is a trade, and right here in this particular account, I'm risking about $40 to $50 per trade, and that was how I was able to live my life, pay my bills, and also I also made withdrawal to pay bills for myself, and because there's always bills to pay and all that, so took part of that money and pay some bills. And also my funded next account again, man. So this funded next account is really teaching me a lot of things. This is like the first account I'm taking after taking ICT course. Okay, so in this account, in the first phase I passed it within 1 month, and the second phase is taking about 2 to 3 months now. So because I went after I started the second phase, I just went straight into drawdown, and before I started picking myself back up, I believe maybe because of too much confidence of passing the first phase with just 1 month, I had too much confidence. That was why I just believe I had this bad months, if I can say. But right now I'm back up in profits, and I just have a little, like maybe 2% more to pass the second phase account and get funded. That would be lovely. I'll talk about it when I pass that account. Okay, so but this is to show you that I'm actually taking the trade that you see on my journal. This is not just a journal. This is the reflection of the journal. if I can say. All right, so, and I hope you learned a lot from this particular video. I want you to believe in yourself and also believe that yes, you have the ability to be able to journal your trade, because if you don't try to believe that you can journal your trade, you know, sometimes you think journaling is a lot of work based on the information that you want to put in it. Just try to make it simple, that suits what you understand, that relates with your strategy. That's when you can be able to journal your trade with ease. Okay, so, and if you like this journal and you want a template of this same journal on this journal, I think I will do that. Then also I can actually share the template for you guys to use as well. So thank you guys, and stay tuned for the next one.
So guys, if this video has helped you in any way, shape or form, and you want to see more videos like this that can help you in your trading journey, do stick around to the family and click that like button and subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified when next I upload another video. Thank you so much for your time and sticking around up till this time. See you guys on the next video. Ciao.